Welcome to In the Bonus, a hoop show for hoop heads. My name is Elias Omar, aka Av. I got my man Luck, aka Godspeed, here with us.
Hey.
Of course, Slick Vic. And let's get into it, man. We got a lot going on today. You know, it's cold outside. So we're dealing with winter sports, hoops, round ball, basketball, all that good stuff. But we have a lot to address from the previous show, you know, regarding the all-time draft that we did. But before we get into that excitement and madness, let's jump into these hoop streets and see what's going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hoop streets, because ball is life. This is the section of the show where we talk about how hoops is super important, and some of the wild and wacky things that happen in the streets of hoops. This is going to be a quick hoop streets tonight because, like Av said, we got a lot to do, a lot to take care of, a lot to go over. So, but this is interesting. So we're going to talk about it, and I think Luck is going to really get into this one when we do, because I didn't prep him for it, but we talked about this before as it pertains to the show. And sometimes hoops gets a little political, man. Hoop could get a little political, and when it does, we have to acknowledge it and deal with it. So, all right, we got two new people on the show. Welcome to In the Bonus. Appreciate y'all. Jazzy.
That's my cousin.
Right. Dope.
Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for having me.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
We are in the part of the show where we talk about everyday life as it pertains to hoop, because it's a lot of cross sectionality there, and we'd like to address some of those things. So as soon as I can get this video up, I will play it. So this has to do with high school ball, right? And some of the perils of playing high school ball. Now, Av plays a lot of pickup ball, right? So I'm sure. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sure in everybody who's played any type of ball, whether it be organized ball, team ball, travel ball, everybody has gone through this at one point or another. If you played outside of your region where you live, right? You come across some folks from some other regions who got some personalities and some things to say that aren't too kind. Let's jump into this real quick. Hoop streets, here we go. In the bonus. I'll play that one more time, man. I'll play that one more time.
Wow, that was horrible.
All right. So I don't know if you heard what the guy said in the stands.
Yeah, I heard
but they were talking about the N-bomb.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all played organized sports. We've all been outside of our natural regions where we live in, our neighborhoods, things like this, and we encounter different populations of people. And they decide to throw the N-bomb at you. So he had one too many times that dude was going to throw the N-bomb at him before he started throwing his own bombs and bows and all that.
I'm telling you, homeboy. I'm telling you. Man. Don't say that again. I'm telling you, homeboy. Don't say that again. I'm going to one you up.
No.
Very interesting stuff. Y'all have at it. Let me grab something real quick.
Yeah, first of all.
Go ahead.
He dropped the hell out of him, yo. That was wow. That was a good one.
Don't say the mailman don't deliver.
That was a good one, damn. But and particularly in high school ball, you'll see a lot of like, you know what I mean, issues with different races and whatnot. I remember Kari's not on here, my son's not on here, but it would have been good if he was, because there was one game that he played in high school. They had a couple guys on the team that were from Brazil, and one in particular was he was I'm trying to remember his name, Tiago. He was 6'8". He played center, and 6'8" in high school is big as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
and if you could walk and chew bubble gum at 6'8" in high school, you're a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But and he was. But I mean, they played one particular school that weren't very appreciative, weren't very how should I say, welcoming to people from immigrants from other countries. You know what I mean? So they, in high school, you do your chants, you know what I'm saying? The crowd would be like, you can't do that, da, 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 da. You know what I mean? They started chanting, where's your green card, da, 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 that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? They got it back. They got it back where it kind of, because that team ended up winning the championship. You know what I'm saying? The state championship. But
where's your green card?
Yeah, that's what they was chanting. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear that. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Because you're dealing with it's very crazy. But you're dealing with wild parents, yo, and you're dealing with very homogenous populations when you go to these schools that are different places. You know what I mean? They might have like 2 black kids in the whole damn town that attend the high school. You know what I mean? So it's definitely, you're dealing with racism. All kind of isms, man. Classism, all that.
Facts. Yeah. Hey, Jazz, what'd you think about it?
Well, going back to that video, that dude punched the heck out of him. He went sliding like he was lathered up with butter, just sliding right across that floor. But then when you play sports and things like that happen, it's really outrageous. But I don't blame the other teammates for reacting the way they did.
Right.
Because I believe they had a right to. I mean, it's a sport. You don't just haul off and punch someone in the face and say derogatory things just because you're upset.
Right. That's the thing. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna give y'all a quick flashback. For me, see, Av wasn't on the Uniondale squad yet.
1-2.
I walked on the Uniondale JV. I walked on. So honestly, you know what? And this ain't no prejudice. Real talk. In Queens at the time in 1989, I didn't get to play any white ball players. My first time playing white ball players was in Long Island. Real talk, right? No prejudice. So the thing was that, okay, cool, we go to Oceanside. And first thing they did when we walked into the gym, because the varsity was playing, JV walked in. And the first thing they said, and Av's coach Potter was there, you know what I'm saying? Just to give him a little more of a feeling for the situation. So when we walked in, it was like, go home, niggas! Go home, niggas! With the hard R, son. Hard
That's crazy.
Yo, real talk, son. And when I looked up in the stands, all I saw was a bunch of bikers with biker jackets on. And I was like, this ain't South Jamaica, Queens. Yo, let me tell you something real quick. Condense the story. So, long story short, Lyson brothers were the 2 top players for Oceanside, and they were brothers, right? White boys. So, one of the 2 went for a dunk. And my man, LaShawn, who I've been trying to get on his show, LaShawn Letlow jumped and caught him on his wrist as he was going for a 2-hand dunk and slammed him on the ground by accident, like body slammed him, though. Like the Oceanside basketball court had that soft foaming on top. You see his body bounce off the ground, son. Yo, son, the stands went banana ape. They was like, niggas roar! And yo, all we saw was toilet paper by the boxes and the rolls raining on us. Toilet paper hitting the court and unraveling on the court. It was ape inside there, son. Yo, real talk. they turned up on us, yo. And yo, Potter was holding back me and Damon because he was trying to get into the stands and whatnot. It was like malice. It was gonna be malice in the palace. Out in Oceanside, like 20 years earlier.
That's crazy, man.
Go home, nigga. I was like, yo, these white boys is buzzing out here.
But that's what you encounter, man. Particularly in high school ball, man. Particularly in high school ball.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Don who just joined us, man. Peace, brother.
Salute, guys. Yeah, it's funny. Look, you said that. I got a story, man. It was me, Ahmad Woods, Stacy Castle. We had a game against boys and girls in Brooklyn, and we played these dudes. Rerouted these dudes out. Now, back then, everything now is you can get on a bus, whatever, they charter your buses. Back then, we had to actually get on the train to go to the school. You know what I'm saying? And we wound up getting out there, and like I said, we wound up routing the dudes. And next thing you know, one of the dudes in the stands was like, y'all dudes need to get out of here quick. So he's like, we young and stupid, naive, man. Fuck that. Yo, do you know we got chased to the train station?
Yes,
brother.
I can definitely believe it back then.
Yo,
I'm
trying to tell you, man. And we luckily, we got on and we get on the A train. So that back then I'm living in Far Rockaway where I grew up at. That A train goes to the last stop in Mott Avenue. So we treshing it to the damn train, man, trying to get on there. We hopped the turnstile. A lot of us didn't pay. We was like, man, F this, man. Got back, man, told our coach, like, coach was laughing for a while. Man, this shit ain't funny, bro.
Yo, not cool. Not funny, son. In the moment, not funny. We can look back on all this and laugh a little, but but you know what, though? So, to the footage, Don, you missed the footage because this brother walked right across the free throw line lane and knocked this white boy out because white boy called him the N-word.
Yeah.
So, caught him right in
No,
the
not just once, a bunch of times without warning.
Wow.
So my question to the whole crew panel, everybody here listening, even at home, why hasn't basketball authorities addressed this? This is not a common occurrence. This is a common occurrence. Like Westbrook complained about this when he was playing at OKC. Why do you guys think that the basketball authorities that be, whether it be at whatever level it is, right? Because I'm sure at every level you're dealing with something like this at some point, right? Why haven't the basketball authorities dealt with this, made some sort of overriding rule that this sort of thing is not allowed, no matter what? If you do that, you forfeit your game, something. What do y'all think?
You saying why they haven't, or if they should do it? You saying why?
I said why haven't they done anything about it?
Why?
In the scope of the game? Because I can imagine way back in the day it was worse when Dr. J and you know what I mean, Joe Gervin and all them dudes was playing. I know it was crazy then.
We all know the stories that Bill Russell was talking about, man. You know what I mean? But
well, from my perspective,
hold on, let me hear Jazzy real quick. Go ahead, Jazz.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, from my perspective, I feel because it's people like us that it's happening to, and that's why it's not being really addressed. If we were to really take this seriously and get together and really do something about it, I'm quite sure they'll finally address it and come up with some kind of rules and regulations that will prohibit that type of behavior. That's it.
Now I can appreciate that. And Av, it seemed like you had something, bro.
No, it's wild because it's been my experience. Like I've played, because I've lived in a lot of different places. You know what I'm saying? I played in DC. I played out in Cali, in Southern Cali. You know what I mean? And it's like usually the one place where racism isn't really a thing is when you playing ball, man. You know what I mean? We've all played with white boys. We all played just Asians. I play with Samoans, Pacific Islanders are playing. You know what I mean? And it's like that's when you're on the court, 9 out of 10, bro. That's like race is not an issue. It's whether or not you're good. You know what I'm saying? Are you a bum or not? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but yet still we all have you know, and it's not the majority of experiences, but we've all had these experiences. And usually it's because one team is smashing the other team. And we know which team is smashing the other team, 9 out of 10. And and you know that N word will slip out of an opponent's mouth. You know
yes, it will.
First time it'd be like, oh, did you really say that? And then you know, they get the warning, and then we saw what happens. You know what I'm saying? We saw what happens. But yeah, that's wild.
And you see too, it's like what they should do really, you know, I agree with Vic. I believe they should. My main thing, he's asking why, and why is a good question. It's hard, you know, it's not hard to answer it. They don't care enough to address it. They don't. Let's just let me not play business ball on this one. They don't care about it, bro. They don't. Because honestly, the N word should be like erased. They should be penalized like I'm talking about free throws and stuff. If anybody say the N word, even the brothers, if they look at them and say, yo, that's my nigga right there with that layup. Point deducted.
Yeah. They teed up right away. But you would think in professional sports leagues that are 80 to 90%, you know, African American players, and this sort of thing could jump off at any point, at any given time. You would think that they would have, you know, a fail safe for this sort of thing, given how many communities in the United States still operate like that. You know what I mean? That still carry that sort of malice in their heart and is willing to demonstrate it. That you know, could you imagine Ben Wallace just rocking a dude to sleep? Like, you know, could you imagine Oakley rocking a dude to sleep for saying that? You know,
you got quite a few. You got Rasheed Wallace.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you taking chances on people's life and liberty right now.
Latrell Sprewell choking coaches out for less than that. Come on.
Speaking of that, I want to say something real quick, fellas. I was watching an interview. Trying to think who it was. It was Brian Shaw. He was on the what's his name? Paul George show. And he was talking about Paul George was asking him about that whole Sprewell situation. And it's funny how it's tying into what you guys are saying right now, because I didn't know. So apparently Brian Shaw was talking, telling Paul George how the incident transpired. And basically it started with PJ. PJ was instigating a lot of things prior to that whole situation, even up until using the N-word.
Really?
And it was crazy because, and I was sitting there watching it the other day, and I was like, see, this is stuff that you never hear about, because you won't hear about it because, quote unquote, you know, the white man is in the public figure. So, and it was like, and I was like, yo, they suspended this dude for a whole fucking year like that. I said, I would have choked the shit out of him too.
Hell yeah.
It's like, my man, like you came out your mouth.
Wow.
Like you totally took it to a different culture that had nothing to do with basketball.
Right.
Like, at this man is sitting there, they were saying how, and Brian Shaw was saying how, you know, Sprewell was basically like that early 90s Allen Iverson. He wanted to do his own thing, dress how he wanted to dress, do what he wanted to do, or whatever. But he came to play. And it was just like, Brian Shaw was like, the rest of the team didn't understand that. But when the team, Brian Shaw found it funny, he said when they stood behind Sprewell, he got traded. A couple of other people got traded. And I was like, damn, I'm like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah. See, that's ill, because like the storyline was always that. Because Carlissimo was one of them screamo college coaches. You know what I mean? So the storyline was always that, oh, he's one of them loud coaches, and he was trying to, you know, use that tactic against grown-ass men that were millionaires, and you know, that Spree lost his shit. But if that was the case, then that changes the whole storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Brian Shaw put that out, man, and I was shocked. I was like, wow. And you know, I kind of thought about it back then too. I said, did he made make a verbal comment towards Sprewell to really make him really get riled up?
Right.
Yeah.
But if I was going to be suspended for a year, I would choke us out. I would choke him out too.
You might as well go for the glory.
Yeah, you might as well go out all the way.
Put my foot in his ass and everything.
Was that being suspended for a year with pay or without pay?
No,
I
without.
think he got suspended.
Probably
I think he lost his contract.
Yeah. They threw
And he
the book
lost
at him.
endorsements. He lost endorsements behind that too. But like you said, Vic, it comes like where does the buck stops at? Because like you said, 90% of the NBA is what? Afro Americans. And then the other 20%, maybe 15% is Europeans. So it's like where do we stop the buck at? Because do you share that same sentiment and suspend a European player like a Luka, and then you suspend Kyrie Irving, and suppose they stood for the same things? Would you suspend Luka for that?
They should.
Yeah, man. Those are those savage inequalities, man. Those are those savage inequalities.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get ready to move on. I appreciate everybody's attention and contribution to this. Please, everybody at home, y'all chime in, y'all tap in, y'all leave comments on that. That was our Hoot Street's contribution to tonight's episode. All right, man. You know what we here for, man. We here for that draft finale.
Yes, indeed. The continuation
So look,
from
man,
last week.
do you want to like headline and remind the viewers at home what happened last time and what the draft was all about? Maybe Av can remind us of the rules. Luck can remind us of the how it all popped off, and then we can show some of the results.
Okay. Well,
real quick. Let's do this.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Aha. Yes, indeed. So, yes, as you can see, last week we had the NBA Wheel of Fortune that we had here. And pretty much, and I will fill in the blanks where I might go blank at, So we did everything with the NBA Wheel of Fortune. So we spun the wheel to see who gets the order of the picks. And, we did it for about, 6 spins per person, because we had to get in the 5 starters, get in the bench player, and also get in the coach. And we also had a time clock of 10 seconds for each individual to make a decision on who they're picking for their team, pretty much one by one. We didn't specify which position first on this go, but pretty much, everybody had an idea of their 5 players and the roles they got to play on the team. Where am I missing that, Av?
You're not. So, basically we did a draft. All-time players. You could pick any player from any era, any time period. If you wanted Bob Cousy, you could have picked him. You know what I mean? And we did, like Luck said, we did 5 players, a bench player, and the coach. We spun the wheel to decide the draft order. I believe the draft order was Heroic was number 1, Luck was number 2, I was number 3, and Sean was number 4. And we used that draft order for the whole draft. And we picked our teams, and now we're going to decide with the audience's help. I'm glad Don is here because he could be a great impartial judge.
Don and Jazzy, this is dope.
Yeah.
Now we got. Could you explain to them how the rules on how they decide who has the best draft team?
Well, for us, we're going to look at our teams. Unfortunately, we don't have Heroic and Sean here, but we're going to look at our teams, and the participants are going to vote on our teams to see which is the best. We cannot vote for our own team.
Right.
So we can pick somebody else's team who we feel is the best, but you can't pick your own team. For Don, for Jazzy, they have total overall power though, and are gonna pick which team is the best. And yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it. ready to look at these teams and you know, tell y'all why my team is better.
All right, so here's a Jazzy. Before you leave, help us decide on these teams real quick before you go. Here's a look. Here's a recap of how everybody drafted last week.
All right, so what we got is Heroic on top. We got Heroic got the legendary Air Jordan, the glove Peyton. He got KD. He got a hell of a lineup too. He got Moses Malone. He got Tim Duncan, and he got the Joker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sean's squad. Oh, and the coach. The coach is Chuck Daly. Wow, hell of a team, right? So for Sean's team, he got Lenny Wilkins as the coach. He got Pistol Pete Maravich running the point. He got who else he got there?
Iggy. He got Iguodala at the 2.
He got Iguodala at shooting guard. He got Wallace at power. Well, yeah, I guess power forward. Everybody big now. So he got Hakeem at center. He got Wembley as well, and he also has he got the Greek Freak. So this dude got a team of like big men and a couple of small men, right? So he's got a monster team. And we got Ab, we got Jason Kidd, legendary point guard. We got the Mamba, we got the King, we got T-Mac, we got Bird, we got Shaq, and we got Popovich, right? On my squad, we got Pat Riley as the coach. You got Magic Man at the point guard. We got Curry at shooting guard. Dr. J at small forward. We got Ralph Sampson at power forward. We got David Robinson at center. And we got Millman coming off the bench. We got teams.
All right, this is tough.
Wow, that's
Jazzy.
tough.
Before you get out of here, can you give us your first impressions on whose squad you think is the best?
Oh my goodness. Ooh.
Take your time.
Oh my gosh. This is treacherous right now.
Oh, wait a minute. Before she picked,
What?
time out. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If I'm wrong, please correct me. I just want to make sure we're not forgetting anything or anyone. Hold on one sec. Let me just go. What about Chevy's squad? We putting Chevy's squad up or not?
Yeah. Chevy had a squad too. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for reminding me because I have it locked and loaded.
Okay,
Here we go.
Good. Let's see Chevy's squad. So Chevy got a hell of a squad too. So Chevy has SGA. She got CP3. She got Melo, the original Melo. She got Rodman. She got Patrick Ewing anchor in the middle, and she got Harden coming off the bench. She got a hell of a squad. And the coaches, did she pick a coach? Let me see.
Yeah, she got Imi Udoka, the coach right now.
Udoka.
Yeah, he's coaching the Rockets right now.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And Chevy said that's the best squad. I love Chevy. Chevy said that's the best squad.
Okay, so
I'm letting you know.
Dope.
okay, can I ask questions about the team?
Of course.
So Chevy, your team, who's the best 3-pointer on your team?
Nobody.
Okay.
I would say the best 3-point shooter on her team is probably James Harden, or I would say percentage-wise, James Harden.
Wait, who is that in the middle bottom on your team, Chevy?
On Chevy's team, she's behind me. On Chevy's team is Patrick Ewing.
Oh, okay, yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Patrick is on there too. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right.
Wow.
I've seen enough. Let's go back. Okay. Oh man.
Let me know if you need me to toggle through the Chevy's team and the rest.
Okay. Well, we know, look, who's the best 3-pointer on your team. Okay, so AB, who's the best 3-pointer on your team?
I would say it's probably Larry Bird.
I figured you'd say that.
Probably Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Maybe LeBron right after him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. LeBron's
Alrighty, let's
3-point
see.
shooting did get better. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Okay, Sean, what about your team?
Pistol.
Oh, Sean's?
Sean, yeah,
Pistol Pete. Yeah.
it would have
Pistol
to be
Pete, the
Pistol.
best 3-point shooter on that team for sure. I would
Okay,
say right
next
behind
one.
them would be Wembley. Wembley could shoot threes. We know that. Also, Wallace could have shoot threes back in his time. He's one of the first stretch
Yeah.
players. So, and shoot, Iggy. Iggy could shoot threes.
Yeah.
Sean got some shooters.
Well, I would say though, percentage-wise, I
Mhm.
would say it's Pistol P and
Definitely.
Wemby. Pistol P.
Definitely. They're running and gunning.
Yeah.
Do you think it's better than Steph?
No, nobody on here is better than Steph at shooting threes. Me and
Uh-huh.
100. Me and 100.
That's right.
Yeah.
True that.
Steph is the king.
Mhm.
Oh, it is what it is. He came at the right time.
Yeah, right?
They count them threes, you know what I'm saying?
They sure do. Them threes be working.
Hell yeah.
Okay, all right. So, yeah, we already know that Michael. Yeah, we know. It's just like an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
So who you feeling,
Okay,
Jazzy?
so I have looked them all over, and I think that the best team is Lucky's team. And the reason why I say that is because he got Curry.
Ha-ha.
All right.
Fitness ball.
All right. So we got one.
Hitting them
We got
threes
one.
all
We got
day.
one viewer vote for Luck's team. Don, you've had a chance to peruse. What's your thoughts, bro? Talk to us.
All right. Well, first of all, it's kind of. I'm gonna start with the two coaches because them two of my all-time favorites, especially Chuck Daly. Like I love that dude, man. You got probably the best shooting off guard of all time, and Mike. I want to say you probably got the best point guard defensive wise in the glove. That front court is interesting because you got Tim Duncan, and then you got Joker. I guess would be considered your center, and then you got the great Moses Malone. His game was impeccable. This guy played with Dr. J at one point. It's a tough one, and then KD. I think outside of Steph, I think he's the next best 3-point shooter in the league.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, my team was all right, but
Actually, if you look at it, keeping the statistics 100, the best 3-point shooter on that team is Jokic.
And it's crazy, AV. You said that
He's leading the league right now, bro.
Yeah. And it's wild as it is because that guy's game is. You look at his game. He's not what you consider a prototypic athletic player, but the man puts up numbers at the end of the game.
Yeah, he's 7 foot tall, Larry Bird.
Yeah.
He's shooting 47% from three. Sean, what up?
Yeah, man. I'm sorry I'm late, y'all. I had a prior engagement. Yeah. My team, they street ballers. You know what I mean? That's why I picked them. Most of them street ballers. Rasheed Wallace, I don't know Luck. Pudgy, right? Remember Devon Barrett? Yeah, they used to hang with what's that pretty boy? They used to be tough. Remember Social? Social, right?
All right.
Right around the corner from you.
Uh-huh.
that went to Uniondale with y'all that used to hang with the dark skinned guy, the big dark guy. He looked like he was Jamaican. Social.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Special. I think
Pudgy.
you're talking about my man Special.
Special. That's right.
Yeah.
Special.
Yeah.
Special brother used to hang around a childhood friend of mine named Devon Barrett, which is Pudgy, right? And he brought Rashid Wallace to Hempstead.
Oh, boy.
And we played at Lincoln Park together.
Nice.
Pudgy didn't play basketball, but that's why I was like, Rashid Wallace got to get down. You know what I mean? Because he's from Philadelphia.
Okay.
And that's why I put him on. But the rest of those guys easy street ballers, man.
Right.
Even Giannis. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis got street in this game. He got street in this game.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it like a Rucker type of thing. See, y'all guys play straight business ball.
Yeah, I got business ball. Damn right, business ball. Your turn, baby.
Hey, that's why I got the I got the baby face today.
Right.
It won't happen no more though. I gotta grow a beard. Yeah.
So Donald, what say you, D?
It's tough, man, because
Jill already picked hers, right?
I you know what? Honestly, it's. I think I'm gonna take my chances honestly and go with the heroic team right now, man, because and you got Sean got one of my best all-time favorite players, man. I had two of his jerseys, man, in Hakeem Dream right there.
Oh, for real? Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, cool. Man. But I gotta, and the reason why I'm gonna go with that team, particularly right there with the heroic team, because out of all four of these teams, I want to honestly say, heroics team, all six of those players shoot over 75% free throw shooting.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's where I feel the fundamentals is missing right now. These young kids are too, like you said, Sean, they too much into the ball game, street ball game. They forget how to shoot damn free throws.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Giannis right now, as good as his stats is right now, the man shooting 60%.
What?
Yeah, he's a horrible free throw player.
Yeah, he's stinking this year. And I mean, we all know about Shaq history.
Yeah,
he's garbage. Yeah, terrible.
You know what I mean? So it's like, man, and even with the King, every now and then he misses free throws.
Yeah, I seen him miss the whole rim a couple of times. I was like, holy crap.
So did I, look.
Yeah.
I thought his crown fell over his eyes.
Yo.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Since y'all taking shots at my team, let me elaborate.
We taking shots at the throne right now.
Let me elaborate on my squad a little bit. So I got 4 scoring champions.
Yeah.
I got the 2 best small forwards of all time. I don't know what order you want to put them in. That's on you. But I got the 2 best small forwards of all time.
Okay.
I got 4 scoring champions, a 3-time MVP coming off the bench, shooting your eyes out. Larry Bird.
Okay.
And you do it all point guard that's getting everybody the ball, getting shots. So
what is he, the third guy? Is he actually the third guy, kid? In assists and steals. And steals.
Yeah. And he ain't no slouch.
He's third, right? He's second?
I don't think he's second. I think he's
you're not second. You're not second.
So who's second? Chris Paul?
Magic.
Oh. So John Stockton is first.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. All right. I just had to ask. Yeah, I
And I would
was
say after Gary Payton, for the point guards, he's the best defender. After Gary Payton.
yeah. Oh yeah. Easy. He'll
Yeah, Chris Paul is second. Jason Kidd is third. Wow.
Oh!
LeBron James moved into fourth. Wow.
with steals.
No assists.
Assists.
Oh.
Yeah, LeBron is actually fourth of all time now. Magic is seventh because his career got cut short with the HIV. So,
Yeah.
got cut short. So he's seventh.
Yeah.
Action Jackson is actually number 6. Wow.
Who?
Mark
Reggie.
Action Jackson. Yeah, Mark Action Jackson.
Mark.
And
Mark.
I know he's happy about that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he was a back to the back. I'm sorry.
So let's go round robin, so we can kind of get through it real quick.
So Donald got to make his official pick.
Bro.
Donald got to make his. D got to make it. Don got to make his official pick.
I'm going with the heroic team.
He said heroic.
Okay. All right. He got heroic.
He's a heroic team.
Okay.
I agree.
So we got one for ball player luck, one for heroic, and Av, the pick is on you. You can't vote for your squad, but you can vote for someone else's squad.
I mean, I would have to go with, like, if my team was matching up against another team, I feel like I'm beating Luck's team by like 35. You know what I'm saying?
Love it. Let's go.
Knocking Sean out the box real quick. You know what I mean? Shooting their eyes out. They're big. They can't. You know what I mean? Everybody getting folded by Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Kobe going off. I feel like the only 7 game series is with heroic, so I got to go with heroic.
Oh man, so 2 for heroic squad, man.
All right.
I'm tallying real quick.
Wow, heroic
tallying
got
in
2.
the background.
Heroic got 2. Okay. Yeah.
All right, look. All right, Sean, it's on you, man. What's your pick? You can't vote for your squad, but you can vote for somebody else.
I know. I can't vote for mine. Mine is run and gun. I know. Wow. I gotta go with heroic, man. Because if he can keep up with the alley oops and everything, the antics that Pistol Pete gonna throw to all these guys, yeah, that would be it.
Okay, so heroic got what, 2 or 3?
No, he got 3.
He got 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, heroic got layups and dunks.
Yeah, because they're defensive guys. And then Jokic just stand there. They be like, look, y'all ain't doing nothing. That's like empty search on third base. Y'all ain't doing nothing. Pop goes the weasel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then everybody else will just lock things down. Yeah.
All right, look, it's on you, man. You get the final tally up in this piece.
Okay. I'm looking.
Can't vote for yours, but you can vote for anybody else's squad.
Yeah, I can't vote for mine, even though I feel like mine would dominate all these squads. But I'm going to pick the team that I think will give me the most trouble. And I think they all will give me trouble, honestly. You know what I mean? Because I believe I got the best small forward of all times in Dr. J. You know, hence why I didn't have to put Clyde on the team, because Clyde wanted to be like Doctor, so I don't need him because I got Doctor. You know what I'm saying? I got the best 3-point shooter, but we ain't going to talk about the best passer or the most gifted 7-footer prior to Wembley. You know, we ain't going to talk about that, you know? We're not going to talk about the admirable being able to run up and down the court. We ain't going to talk about that, right? But, sheesh. Let's see. Damn, these teams are good, though, man, honestly. Damn. Because you got one team with it, you know, for all intents and purposes, everybody say the man's a GOAT. We got Ed Jordan on one team, along with Moses Malone, the greatest rebounder of all times. Jeez, you got Durant, who could have played in any era. On average, you got nothing but scoring champions. I mean, Shaq's a scoring champ, Bron's a scoring champ, Mamba's a scoring champ, McGrady's a scoring champ. Jeez, like, man. And Sean, you got Pistol Pete, who, if there was a three-pointer, the man would have been averaging probably about 60 points in the NBA, but, you know, we can't prove it.
Oh, that's NBA Jam.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these teams are tough.
That's Chevy's team. Jesus.
Now Chevy's team is strong. You know what?
I should have seen that.
SGA
Yeah,
is a scoring
I'd
machine.
have picked that team.
Yeah, SGA is a scoring machine. Carmelo is a scoring machine. Harden is a scoring machine. Chris Paul is the second all-time assist leader, if I remember the stat I read earlier correctly. I'm rolling with Chevy. I'm rolling with Chevy right now. I'm rolling with Chevy because we got Dennis Rodman doing people dirty. All right?
Yeah.
He's playing
Hey, man, can I change mine? Yeah, that's it
Chevy.
right there.
I got Chevy.
You can change yours if you want, bro.
Yeah, I got Chevy then.
Oh, you
That's
rolling
it.
with Chevy thing?
Yeah.
Chevy
Yeah.
getting that love. That's what's up.
I got Chevy's team with Neil Long's boyfriend as the coach.
I was waiting to see you bring that up.
We're going with Chevy.
I was waiting. I said it's coming. I said it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Yo, he's the dude. He's the guy. Yeah. Well, at least he used to be.
Yeah.
He was the guy. You're a bum now, but you had him. Yeah, because they revolutionizing the game.
Yeah.
All of them did.
Yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, you can't, like, bro, as far as the forward position, the 3-point motion, you can't, ain't nobody on top of that like him, except Julius and Drexler. But besides that, nah, nobody else. That jab,
Yeah.
up fake.
Yeah.
Okay, you went for it. Blah, blah. It's automatic. Yeah. Harden. I hate to say it though, but the real step back, not the 2 and 3 step that they give him. Him and Curry with the step back is great. Rodman is the greatest rebounder in the history. Ewing, you already know what he did. And the young man, his footwork is separate from everybody else's. Even Kobe, Jordan, everything. He got spins. He got up fakes. He'll go under. He'll do some things that you think might be questionable, but it's not. Yeah, he got new fundamentals. So
okay, so in order to get to it, because Don said he had to leave, I believe the people or the person, the team that won, according to the rules, because the fan and the viewer voting matters more.
What
right?
they got?
Don voted for Heroic's team, and Jazzy voted for Luck's team. And we said that the viewer voting matters more, so we got to give it to Heroic's team.
Yeah.
He wins the first draft, first inaugural draft for In the Bonus Hoops. Here we go.
All right.
wow, you got the belt. You got the belt, old boy.
All right.
Pass the Troy. Yeah.
There we go.
Congratulations, Heroic. Heroic wins a couple of prizes. So, Don, you might want to get involved with this next time we do it, bro. Because he wins a couple of prizes. He wins a $100 restaurant voucher.
Oh, wow. That's all right.
So he could take him and his lady out, or his kids, or whatever. He live up here in the Rock with me, so I'll get that to him. And then he also wins some NBA apparel.
Woo! That's fly right there.
Yeah, he can get one of these three items. Get one of these 3 items, courtesy of our sponsors on In the Bonus. All right, man.
That's where the All-Star game gonna be at in San Francisco. Is that where the All-Star game gonna be at this year?
So
Is it?
I believe so. Before I go, fellas, my boy my boy's son is gonna be in the slam dunk contest.
Oh, excellent.
Castle.
Yeah, he said he got his pops. Me and his pops spoke. He said his son got about 20 something dunks that he's been trying out. So
Whoa,
that's all right.
World young boy Rumble.
What's that? College or high school?
No, he's in the NBA.
No, he's in the NBA.
Who?
San Antonio.
One of the kids.
Castle.
One of the
Castle.
Stephon Castle.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I played with his pops in high school.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
Okay, that's beautiful.
We'll be rooting, man. We'll be rooting.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
I'll be rooting for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, his father a legend. Yeah, legend, man.
Because Henderson not going to do none of that. He going to be sitting down. You know, Henderson. You know, that's Kalen and them cousins. The Henderson that got drafted. Yeah, that's his cousin. So you know, he gonna be sitting down with the chain on. He like, come on, man, get on with that.
Brother, man. Man.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right, Don. Thanks for
All
coming
right,
through,
brothers.
brother.
All right, man.
Hey, yo, Don. Oh, he going. I'm gonna call him. Yeah, because his brother follow ball too. His brother could talk that ball too. You get it, brother.
Yeah.
And what? Jazzy left?
Yeah.
She left me. She left a message, said she had to go.
Okay, no doubt. No sweat.
Yeah,
Well, so-
but we appreciate y'all. Come back. Y'all come back through, man, and we'll have like a 8 person draft.
Yep.
It'll be hot, or some sort of semblance of a game. This is all to raise funds for the show, to promote the show, expose the show, all that good stuff. We love it. I'll get in touch with my man Heroic and get him all his prizes, and stay tuned for more. You know, in the bonus games and much more. We in the lab developing all this right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a $150 though, just to start some ish, man. Yeah, I feel my squad would have demolished all them teams, yo. Real talk. I had to pick my own team. I had to pick my own team, buddy. I had to post one day with Ralph. Ralph would have.
I want.
One fight.
Yeah, I wanted to pick mine because Pistol Pete would have been like, wait, hold on, what's that? Oh, Magic, look at that, Magic. You know what that is, Magic. You done it a million times. I taught you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey. Like I told y'all before the show started, man, I was looking at Av's team, and
his team is monster. His team was a monster.
Oh, yeah,
that's a hard team to beat with all that scoring on one squad, and then Shaq in the middle.
Yeah,
right.
And they can play defense. Yeah, they can play defense.
I was trying to compete with Heroic with my team first pick, man. So I was trying to compete because he made some smart choices and he picked 2-way dudes. So it's like, I had to go with dudes that in my mind. I'm like, I got to get scorers, yo, because
chase. Yeah.
Because with my teams, right? My team, I had, since you picked Shaq and them, I had to get people that would make Shaq come out of the box.
Smart.
To play defense. That's the only reason why I picked Olajuwon and I picked Rashid. Because if Rashid banged with him, he already told you he had to put ice on his shoulder and his elbows.
He did say that.
Messing with Shaq. So, you know, that's the reason. You know what I mean? I had to pick 3 people that could pull him out. Like Christian Laettner. I would have picked Christian Laettner because he was the one that first brought Shaq out of the box in the NBA. But he did it when he was at LSU. You know what I'm saying? When what's his name played for Duke. That's why they beat them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's when Christian Laettner was a star.
Yeah, that was his.
I ain't gonna hold you up. When you say Christian Laettner just now, I forgot all about Duke, brother. I was looking at you like, you could have got him for free because we was dealing out bums real soon. We was gonna put him in the bum draft.
But see, that was his
almost made the bum category. He was right there.
Yeah. That was his philosophy, though. That's why he got on the Dream Team, because he created a philosophy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people won't say that, but you can look it up if you want to. You know, we all got TVs. Our phones are TVs, and it was because of how he figured out how to get Shaq to get out of his comfort zone to come and play defense. That's what put him on the Dream Team. They won't say that to you like, oh yeah, on a podcast or nothing, but if you look it up, that's the reason why he got on. Yeah, because of philosophy.
You just enlightened me. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was his philosophy.
We were too busy screaming hellfire and brimstone that Christian Laettner got picked over security. We didn't know about that. We
stepping on people's chest.
Yeah.
Yo.
We probably didn't believe you back then.
He put his foot on that boy's chest. Oh yeah, I'm the guy. Av, I know you seen that game, Av. Av, he said, I'm the guy. Huh? Psycho T, come on behind me. Yo, he paved the way with so many guys, bro. Tyler Hansborough. Yeah.
That's like what sparked the Duke hate, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Danny Ferry.
Yeah.
You know, Psycho T. People
Psycho.
didn't like Reddit. People hated Reddit for years. That dude. You know what I mean? All of them.
Yo, I can't run. I'ma laugh, but that's my boy. Psycho T, my goodness, his damn footwork. And it seemed like he wasn't doing nothing. Yeah.
He dunked on Kenny. I don't know if you remember Kenny George, y'all, but Kenny George was like what, 7'7"?
7'7".
7'7". He dunked on Kenny George, bro.
Vic, you don't remember that, Vic?
And he was a big.
Turned around. He turned around on that man. He said, huh. He put him with the elbow like this. Huh. And then 2 feet turned around and hang on that man. What? Yeah. Look it up, Vic. Yeah. You'll see it. You'll be like this. Oh my gosh. You'll laugh so hard. Like Psycho T was rough.
I missed the comment, man. Trying to get everything right for the show. Let's do this.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, you're good. You're good.
Let's get into this. Let's get into what we came here for tonight. The main things that we came here for tonight.
Oh, okay.
This is an honor of you, bro. You brought this here.
Yeah. I got to work on keeping things short too, because I know y'all on a time thing. Minimum three minutes from me.
We're gonna do that for you. Yeah. No sweat. We're doing it for each other. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So we got NBA. So we got NBA. They're talking hoop out of. They're taking the hoop out the hood, right?
Yeah.
Fitness in favor of fitness ball. That's my guy coined the phrase.
So we're gonna watch a video real quick. Then we're gonna let Sean cook when we get back from the video, because I know he's ready to go. He locked and loaded. Sean, as soon as we come back from the video, and then we're gonna get to a couple of articles, and then Bob Huggins, one of the best coaches, Bob Huggins, he's got some really interesting things to say about this in an article for, I believe it's The Athletic, that we're gonna go over in relation to this as well. It's very interesting. Let's check this out. Give me a sec to pull this video up. We got some quotes by Kobe. We got some quotes by Dallas. We got some quotes by Gilbert Arenas. And we also have some quotes by Robert Horry. This is a good one. Let's get into this real quick. What did I title this? Jeez Louise. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, that'd be good.
All right, here we go. Check this out.
Okay.
In the bonus.
System and the way American players are brought up.
Not pretty cool. Extremely cool. Because it doesn't teach our players how to play the right way. How to think the game, how to play in combinations of threes. I think everything is it's a reward system. I think coaches who are teaching the game are getting rewarded in one fashion or another, and it's just a showcase.
Do you feel like
it's absolutely horrible for the game.
The young guys that are coming up, do you feel like the game is kind of stiff, whereas when your guys were more skilled?
Yeah, but I think that was just by luck in the generation that I grew up in. You know what I mean? Because like my generation is when the AAU basketball really started becoming shit. You know, and I got lucky because I grew up in Europe.
Right.
And, everything here was still fundamental, so I learned all the basics. And I think we're doing a tremendous disservice to our young basketball players right now. That's something that definitely needs to be fixed, and it's going to be one of the things that I definitely focus on.
What do you think of Dame?
AAU and all that shit destroys a lot of it. It spoils the kids. That's why the game is fucked up. That's why it's a gimmick game now. I felt as though with AAU, a lot of these kids are one facet. Either I could dribble the shit out the ball, I'm fast and get to the rim. I'm a good shooter, I'm athletic, I could block a shot, I'm athletic, I can catch anything within a 5-foot radius of the rim. It's all, a lot of these kids are one facet, but what I always tell guys when I work them out, no matter high school or college, I'm like, look, the easiest way to make the league is play defense.
I hate AAU basketball. I'm gonna leave it at that. I hate it. Because there's a lot of coaches that are exploiting these kids to try to get a payoff one day. It's good in some sense, but a lot of these AAU coaches are in it for themselves. I know for a fact from my son playing on the AAU team, my ex-wife kind of got mad at me because I cursed the coach out because he was just in it to try to make his son better, and his son pretty much was the worst guy on the team. So I hate AAU basketball. I think it exploits these kids. I wish they would just do something other, like play baseball or another sport, so they get worn down. That's why you see so many of these kids get hurt so easily now, because they overwork. They're worn. I'm sorry. I get off that horse. I'm gonna get off that soapbox now.
Doc
Get
Rivers,
rid of all the Europeans. You go to college to learn defense. Yeah. What college do Europeans go to? I'm with you, they have no athleticism, right? They have no speed, no jumping ability. They are a liability on defense. There's 150 Euros in the league today. Name the top 10 defenders. They took away aggression to open up the Euro League. When they first started getting here, it was too rough for them. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it. Right? So eventually, they softened the rules. They didn't soften the rules for the Americans. They softened the rules to open it up international. This is not our league. This is not the American style. This is the Euro style.
All right.
And I said that.
Taking the hoop out the hood.
Rube. Hey, look.
Yeah.
I sent Big. Get Luck to send you some of the stuff that I've been talking about the footwork. Av, too. I know your boy is young and you've seen it on the court yourself in street ball. They are walking. They might as well go to Farmingdale for aeronautics, astronomical, or whatever. Serious. I'm gonna leave that at that because I know I got a short time period. And
no, rock out, bro. This is your segment, man. We love it. We got a lot of response when we put the video out. So we want you to go ahead and go ham and eggs on this one. Do your thing, and then we'll contribute after you're done. Go ahead.
When Sabonis, no, that's way after. When Sarunas Marciulionis, Drazen Petrovic, that's the shrimp. The Euro was a one and done deal. Show the ball, go to the hoop. 2 steps. These boys is doing do-si-do. I'm about to break dance real quick. Come back. And what's the name? That's why I mentioned my man from the Rockets. He used to play what's name? Harden.
Okay.
He got that 3-step from the Euro League.
Oh, didn't know that.
It's a 3-step rule in the Euro League.
Yeah.
You
I
can
see the 3-step rule. Yeah.
You can but they do it like this. They bounce it twice while they stepping back.
Wow.
See, he's not doing it right. He's taking one bounce and he's taking 2 steps like he about to, like we in the liquor house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a 2 bounce deal. You hit it twice. You could do it in any league.
Mm-hmm.
Jermaine Sapp used to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Bouncing back hard twice, and he's stepping back, and then he shoot the basketball and goes. Now, as far as these fundamentals, right? America is lacking fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
It is business ball. It's Adam Silver ball now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whatever is the deal is what trickles down to the AAU.
Mm-hmm.
And the AAU guys who are dweebs, they look, oh man, I need you to do this, I need you to do that. But they're not showing nobody nothing. They're the coach. Like I can go and I can fill out an application and I can say, yeah, I know basketball. I can hold a practice, tell them to run up and down the court a few times, put some cones out there, and talk to them and say, yeah, how's your mom doing? She's all right. How's your dad doing? Okay, tell them you're going to start tomorrow. That's it. It's not the game that we came up with. Yeah. It's not the game where the coach look at us and be like, man, you don't know how to play no damn ball. Well, all right. I'll where you be at? I'll come watch you. You know what I'm saying? It's none of that no more.
Right.
It's none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's not Salvation Army all the way up to JV or varsity. It's none of this. It's no Riverside Church type thing. They don't go by that tradition anymore. It's no hard work. The last person, and I'm going to let y'all go ahead and get it in on that. The last person who ever trained a child hard that's in the NBA now is Ja Morant. Superstar in the league right now is Ja Morant's father, Usher Raymond's cousin. That's it. He's the last one. The very last one. I'm talking about grassroots. Like jumping on top of 2 and 3 truck tires. If you can't do this today, yeah, see that right there? You see that right there? These kids is in elementary school doing that. This is recess. You see that Chinese stuff? That's recess. What that man is showing you right there, that's recess. I promise. I sent Luck many things on Messenger. That's recess. There you go.
That's crazy.
That's recess.
That is insane.
That ain't gym class. That's recess.
So what's interesting about that video is they're showing what the Asian kids are doing before school, and then they're showing what the American kids are doing before school.
Yeah. That's insane.
And they're worried about rainbow flags and whatever else.
Right.
And then the Asian kids are working it out. Now, I'm not trying to say that that's no panacea, but I just wanted to put it out there. What's actually happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're looking like, okay, you can do anything. If this is what you want to do, you can do this. If you want to run a restaurant, this is what you're gonna do. If you want to be this business person, this is what you want to do. If you want to do engineering, man, Luck, please send him stuff. You and Ab too. Send him that stuff. You'll be like, wow, for real.
Now it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because you know what, Sean? We got like even with me, I got my double dribble segment. So some of that stuff I'm saving for that too. We're gonna spread it across. We're gonna spread it across because you know what? This to me, you know, and I want to stay with what you guys brought up tonight about taking the hood out the hoops and vice versa. You could you could spin that. You know, it's so funny. That title is a great title because even if you reverse it, it's still like something that is a matter of fact. You could say they're taking the hoop out the hood, or you could also say they're taking the hood out the hoop. You know, in reverse order, they both make plain perfect sense. This is what they're doing. Yeah. It's a dual maneuver that's happening and it's unsaid. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you think about where ball started, you know? Ball really was for the rich. It just leaked into the cities. It just leaked into the cities. Yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that ball was something that they did for recreation for when I believe the baseball season was out. So they say when baseball season was out, basketball was the thing that the baseball players was doing to stay in shape.
Yeah,
at some point in time.
When Naismith invented basketball, it was to find a sport in between baseball and football to keep the athletes in shape.
Yeah, crazy, right? So because
Naismith is what, from Yale or Harvard? Yale?
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good question.
Yeah, because and
but you know, like I love the topic because that, you know, I'm being enlightened right now because I'm watching things go on in the NBA, and everybody know I'm a harsh critic for these what I call the ref travel. You know what I'm saying? I can't say enough about the ref travel because that's what I'm calling it. Every time I see it, every time I see a guy like even Ant-Man. I was watching the game yesterday. Ant-Man hit a 3-pointer from the logo, right? But Ant-Man took 2 tiny steps before he hit that shot. He caught the pass, and it's like muscle memory. He can't help himself. None of them can help themselves. None of the dudes who are in their 20s in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like I see some of the 30-year-olds, they still respect the idea of a travel violation a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I see some 30-year-olds that abuse it. And I'm looking at them like, yo, you guys know better. When I see LeBron James take 5 steps to the bucket, and I counted it, 5 steps, and still missed the layup. I'm like, what is going on out here? Y'all got our goats doing this crap. You should have blown the whistle and saved him from embarrassing himself. If you'd have not swallowed the whistle and blew the whistle, King James would have still looked royal and not finished the move altogether. But they don't blow the whistle. The man take 5 steps and missed the damn layup. I'm like, this is ridiculous, man. Like, what's going on? I call that the ref travel. I coined the phrase. It's on this show. It's the ref travel. Every time they don't blow their whistle, it's the ref travel. And I'm putting out 1-minute joints on YouTube. I'm raining terror on it, man. I'm gonna be part of that culture that makes that stuff illegal again. This is tearing up the fabric of the league. Now to get back to the topic, I went on my rant. We're talking about them taking hood out the hoop, right? I didn't know that this came from the EuroLeague, from whatever FIBA, whatever y'all call that, because I don't even watch it.
Yeah.
Y'all are educating me because I don't watch that league, right? So I didn't know it came from there. So you're telling me that it's written, best of your knowledge, it's written in their rules that they could take 2 steps without dribbling to shoot a jumper? Am I hearing this correctly?
For as long as they remember some of the stuff that I was sending you where the guys was fumbling with the ball and they can do all this, they can go as far as they want to. They could be juggling like they juggling the ball and they go as far as they want to. And I'm like, yo, bro, either you played overseas and was with this, or you made this bullshit up, man. Y'all is Moon Patrol, like Atari 2600 Moon Patrol. Doom, 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 doom.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry to be so.
Come on through. And let us know
please come through with
what's going on.
Because I know.
Give us your opinion on taking hoop out the hood, man. What's up?
I mean, as far as well, let's talk about AAU because nobody talked about AAU yet.
Mm-hmm.
AAU. So, like, as far as AAU, and I don't want to paint too, use a super broad paintbrush because there are some good coaches, there are some good programs. You know what I mean? My son was lucky enough to get involved in initially before, because it was a learning process. My son got lucky and got with one of the more grounded ones. But it's kind of like, there are coaches that they get a player and they're gonna, instead of their goal at that level to be to improve that player, that goal at that level is to win and to further themselves, further their program, further their brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one instance, my son, he was athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's athletic. You know what I mean? He's not my height. He's 5'9", 5'10". And they would have, one coach wanted to have him playing in the front court because he would get a lot of rebounds. I'm like, nah, this dude's a guard, bro. Then you're teaching him power forward stuff. Some more, you know what I'm saying? He's not, 2 years from now, he's not going to be playing in the front court. You know what I'm saying? He needs to learn how to run a pick and roll. He needs to learn, you know what I'm saying, point guard stuff. You know what I mean? Just because he can jump doesn't mean that that's where he should be. You know what I mean? Now that would help his team. You know what I'm saying? But is that the goal when you're 8 years old, 9 years old? You know what I'm saying? And there is a lot of madness going on at AAU, but it's at this point it's almost a necessary evil because for scouting, yes, high school games matter. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times the light is shown more on these travel teams, on the AAU teams, because that's where the best players are at. You know what I'm saying? The star players. You know what I mean? As opposed to your high school team, unless you're like super competitive on a national level, this is gonna, your top 6, 7 players are ballers, and then the rest is made out of who's at the school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whereas your AAU players, if you're paying to be there, unless you're invited there by the coach. 9 out of 10 players are paying to be there. So these are the dudes that want to play college ball. You know what I'm saying? That are serious about it. And that's where and a lot of money is involved, shoe contracts and whatnot. And that's where the BS comes in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily a learning situation. You know what I mean? When the real money comes in, it becomes a money situation. You know what I mean? And it becomes like, y'all remember Julian Newman?
I heard
Newman? Yeah. Dude, he was on like the Tonight Show, and he was a little kid, man. He was like 7 years old. He was playing ball in like before middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was on all these shows or whatever. He got to high school age, and his dad started a prep school, so this dude could be the star of the team. And if you watch YouTube and whatever, and back at that time, and you've seen the clips, you're like, wow, this little kid is nasty. He's
yeah.
If you go watch a game, bro, he was trash. He was trash. But his dad started the school. His dad was his coach, and basically he was on the team, taking 40 shots a game from wherever, pounding the ball all damn game. You know what I mean? Wow. And he didn't grow, so he didn't get to play college ball or whatever. But that's like and not to call this dude's name out and to put him on blast, but that's kind of like what's the a synopsis of what the problem is, y'all.
Right.
You know, as far as this recruiting process, as far as like what's going on.
Like Doc Rivers' son. He was
like
okay, man. If you'd have played defense, like listen, man. What's old boy name that they keep on talking bad about? who his last team was the Clippers. I forget his name
Paul George.
offhand. No. The one that I think he played for Chicago. He played in the Chicago high school thing. He averaged 30 points.
Pat Beverly.
Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly's deal was just like Luck deal was. Play defense. You can play in this NBA league. But he was a 30. Man, he's like what, top 2 in Chicago history in scoring.
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
In Chicago.
Scoring.
Yeah. In the NBA, he might not score 10 points, but he's
no, because he don't want to.
Yeah, he's locking up.
He locking up. And he played all over the world before he got there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's real crazy because, you know, like, there were nights when I would watch Patrick Beverly because, you know, I start to wonder, okay, how good this guy really is because I know he can play defense like crazy. And I see him bring the ball down court, and I can tell he got a handle on him. And I'm saying to myself, I see him score the bucket a few times here and there, like he might score 15, score 10. And I'm like, why this guy don't just explode? Because when he's putting his mind to it, they can't guard him.
No one in the league.
Forget the shenanigans. Like, he really could play. I can see he can play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he'll have 8 assists along with 5 steals.
Right.
15 points.
Yeah.
That's why he left.
Yeah.
So,
that's why he
let me intervene real quick. ESPN did a series on this right here. Playground basketball is dying. And they interviewed some legendary hoopers that went to the Rucker and the Philly Parks and the Chicago Parks and the Cali Parks, and they were all talking about their particular, and they have little clips. I can't read it all, but what I will do is I'll talk about what Bob Huggins said right here because I want to get Sean and Ab's opinion on this. Bob Huggins talks AAU versus playground hoops. You better be wise to listen to him. So this is one of the quotes out of that article. I'll just read it real quick. Quote, I don't think they know how to play, Huggins said. It isn't their fault, he says. But it's the reality of the times. I think they play all of the time, but they don't, Huggins said. It's kind of long and complicated, and I'm not trying to kill AAU because I think it has some good. But I think when you used to have to go to the playground and play, you had to win, or you had to sit out 4 and 5 games. The older guys expected the younger guys to pass them the rock, screen, guard their men, and do all of the dirty ball things, and they were going to shoot the ball because they earned it, inferring that the older guys were usually the best scorers. You learn how to win. Quote, I think when you go out there and play 3 times a day, and you get 2 Whoppers with cheese and fries and a shake and pizza afterwards, whether you win or lose, it takes away from the ultimate goal of the game, which is to win. I mean, I didn't have nobody buying me pizza if we didn't win. I just think it's a product of older guys used to help the younger guys. Now they're never around. You drive by courts now. This is interesting. You drive by courts now. You don't see anyone out there playing. It's just a different culture, I think. And in fairness, the athletes are bigger, stronger, and faster. That's better. It's just the idea of how to play sometimes and how they play sometimes that baffles me. What are your thoughts on that?
Have go first, Ab.
He made a lot of points that are very interesting about the playground ruggedness that prepares you for college and pro life, high school life, versus the AAU stuff that's here now. Not to take away from it, but you guys go ahead.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that, man. There's a lot of truth to that, and I experienced that with my son. You know what I mean? I think he benefited a lot from being at a young age and me taking him to spots to play with me against grown dudes when he was younger. But at the same time, like And a lot it's not like back in the day, man. I remember as a child, you know what I'm saying, when I was a youth going to the park, I had to sit and wait. Cause you know what I'm saying, and call next, and I might, you know what I'm saying. And if it was someplace they didn't know me when I was little, I might not get in there. You know what I'm saying? I had to argue to get on the court, you know what I'm saying, and wait 4 or 5 games. But and like Huggins said, when I did, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, I made a name for myself with those particular individuals, I might shoot 2 times. You know what I'm saying? I gotta I gotta block a shot and D up before, you know what I'm saying, I get an opportunity to prove myself on the offensive end. But I think the whole AAU culture and the youth coming up now, they're getting more reps. Technically, they're more sound. You know what I'm saying? Jump shots are better. The handle is better. Like that aspect is better because they're basing everything on what we learned before, but it's in a more refined and a more controlled environment that they're learning it in. But and I saw this, and I'm not shitting on all the AAU before I even say this. I'm not shitting on all AAU, not shitting on all the AAU players, because a lot of them obviously have that drive and that competitive nature. But a lot of that street ball mentality of giving it all, competing. Oh, I got elbowed in the face. I'm bleeding under my eye because I caught an elbow from a big man. But I don't care. I'm still going to the rack. I'm still gonna try to boof it on his head. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that is missing because that competitive nature isn't there. And I'm not. And again, I have to clarify there. I'm not saying that about all AAU teams, because a lot of AAU teams are good. A lot of AAU teams are teaching, instilling good values as far as basketball into their players. But there is definitely a culture of like, it's a showcase. You know what I'm saying? It's an all-star game in a sense. You know what I mean? And yeah, he's definitely on point about that.
Yeah, man. Li Mass, man, says loving the show. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Share the show. Share the show.
Thank
Come on back if you want. Next week you can come on the show. I'll put the letters on the bottom, and you could jump on with us, man, and I'll be a regular with us on the show, like Don and Sean and Smiling and so many others, Chevy, that rock out heavy with us every week on in the bonus. Let me ask y'all a question. Were any of those? What did y'all think of Gilbert Arenas' take of the Euro game and the rules that were bent? Wait a minute, and the rules that were bent at the point in time when they were bent, that took hand checking away, hip checking away, aggressive defense away. A lot of those things he kind of said were ushered in because they wanted to go global with the game. What do y'all think?
I don't think that's necessarily specifically because for that. Like, I don't think that was the goal. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
But I think the intention behind all of that is like every evolution of the NBA, man, is always to make the product more offense, more TV friendly. Everybody likes to see buckets. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so if you look at throughout every generation, man, we couldn't, you know what I'm saying? These dudes were slapping the ball. Then they allowed to carry a little bit. Then now they, you know what I'm saying? You could almost football, like tuck it, damn near. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was a hard whistle about 15 years ago. That was a hard whistle on you.
Yeah.
AI and them couldn't do that.
Now
because they coming like this. They coming in with cuff it like under the elbow. Y'all saying like somebody did it on chapter 22. The dude did a move, and then he came, and the guy was trying to get the ball, but he had it like this, and it just kind of got his step off. So I get what y'all saying about that, because sometimes people take one more step to the right, or one more step to the left than they're supposed to, and the ref act like they don't see it. But you know, it's like 3 or 4 refs. So it's like how y'all don't see that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, it's with the steps. There's no more footwork.
Yeah.
They're making up their own thing now.
Yeah. But I mean, like every generation, like back in the Prime Jordan. Remember the 7 3-pointers? The however many 3-pointers he hit against Portland? That year they had moved the 3-point line, and nobody talks about that. Moved the 3-point line closer to make scoring go up. And everybody's 3-point shot jumped up. Everybody's 3-point percentage jumped up. And all of a sudden, Charles Barkley all of a sudden is hitting threes. And everybody's like, oh, wow. You know what I mean? Yeah, they moved it in a foot and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, foot and a half.
And then it got too crazy. They moved it back. You know what I'm saying? But and they do all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, to try to increase scoring, make the game prettier, you know what I'm saying, more TV friendly, and so on and so forth. But I think I don't think it was done necessarily with the removal of hand checking, making things less physical. I don't think it was done to purposely make it easier for Euro players, but maybe it did. I never thought of it like that. And
so y'all think Gilbert Arenas was a little loose with the comment, or was he
always loose? That's what he does.
Well, we know he be on one sometime, but a clock is right twice. A clock is right twice a day. So
yeah,
right.
But he's the last guy. Him and Kobe is the last of the Mohicans of us, of the Jordan era. So they had points, you know. They seeing it. Even though they was in high school and stuff like that, they last the Mohicans. They're like, what, 95, 96. Gilbert Arenas is the last. Then he come 2000 and what, 3, 4, 5? That's the last of the Mohicans. So they looking at the game. That's why he was like he averaged like 40 points. Like he was like, oh, y'all don't want me to go in the All-Star game? Okay, I got you. And he started averaging 40.
Yeah.
You understand? These guys know lateral, they know up and down, and they know lateral, trilateral. That's what we didn't know. We just was doing what the hell we was doing. We was bugging out.
Right, we was, making up our moves, man. We was making up our own moves, putting our own experiments.
We had imagination.
Yeah,
we come from the last of the imagination. These guys are mathematical with the game.
Yeah.
So, he knows what he's talking about.
Let me
You know what I mean?
let me throw this last caveat in the conversation right here about whether or not they taking hoop out the hood, right?
Oh,
so this is in relation to AAU ball, right? So this is Silver, right, the commissioner. And what if the NBA developed its own player pipeline? So in this particular article, I forget where this is from. You guys could look it up. And this is back in 2021, 2022, where he talks about he wants to bring players right out of AAU into the league. And he's going to lobby to bring the age limit down from 19 to 18.
I mean, they actually kind of did it, bro.
They did it already, yeah.
I'm just saying this is kind of research that I found that nobody really talks about, and they, put this in motion back in, 2020, 2021, 2022, and now we have the current game. We got bad ratings. We got a lot of other things. Everybody's trying to figure out what's actually happening and why it's happening. Go ahead, Av.
No, I was gonna say they kind of sort of did it because they did the G League Ignite. I had to look up the name real quick, but they did the G League Ignite, and basically a couple of the players in the NBA right now are from that team. If you look at dudes like Jalen Green played for them, Scoot played for them. Scoot was the youngest, I believe. He came in and he was like 17, I think. And they didn't play for him, but the Thompson twins, Amin and Osar, played. They were on not on the Ignite, but they were on a pretty well known AAU team. I can't recall the name now, slipping from my head. But these are dudes that are they're like this generation of play. That generation of players are like 1,000% products of AAU, and and you could see it on the court. Some of them have the fundamental. You look at Amin and you look at Osar, had stupid fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? And a defense first guys, and they're gonna, you know, I feel like Amin is gonna definitely be a superstar in a couple of years. He's already a star now, in my opinion. And then you look at Jalen, who is incredibly talented. He's wild turkey, yo. Wild turkey, yo. He's taking 30 shots a game, and you're gonna see beautiful highlights, and you're gonna see incredible dunks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, you told me that. You told me that. I'm not gonna hold you up.
Hey, he's nice. He's actually on a hot streak now. Right now, in the last few games, he's been on one, and hopefully that holds up. But he's been known. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of known for the 5 for 16 game. You know what I'm saying? So
John Starr.
And you know, like that, like with the article, you know, okay, cool. In the NBA, Moses Malone was the first player. Well, no, ABA. Moses Malone was the first player ever drafted out of high school. The first ever. Okay. Yeah. And he went to the ABA Houston Stars, I think the team was, right? Yeah. And then after Moses came, you had a few other players, as we know. You know what I mean? You had people like Tracy McGrady. You had LeBron James. You know, you had
Kevin Durant. Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett, right? Kevin Garnett, right?
Kobe.
So and Kobe, right? So with that said, so this is like you guys were saying before, this is something they already started. They started way back in the 70s with that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that go ahead. What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say, but what they're talking about is making a direct pipeline specifically for the NBA.
Correct. I get that.
Well,
right.
As opposed to like not even drafting dudes, but like kind of like what they do in Europe. Like what they do in Europe, these dudes like if you're an athlete, whether it be soccer, whether it be tennis, whether it be basketball, you know what I'm saying? You go to what's kind of like a minor league school, but like a minor league of the big professional team. So if you play soccer, you play for the club team for Real Madrid when you're dumb young, when you're like freaking 15. And then as you get older, you move up and move up and move up. Bro, Luka was, I don't know if you remember, but before the draft. Yeah, Luka was 16 years old, and they played the NBA played against some FIBA stars. He was 16 guarding Russell Westbrook, bro.
Yeah, there's a clip
just like Wemby.
There's the clip circulating about that. I was going to show it, but yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Just like Wemby. Yeah. All of them have done it. Like the 2000 kids. Yeah, that's when that became a big thing with FIBA. FIBA been that. Drazen Petrovic. Listen, man. Sabonis' father. They've been doing.
Yeah,
they give them jobs and suit and tie jobs, so they don't have to do all that. What they do here, like they be like, "Oh yeah, you go and see the Make-A-Wish Fund and all that." No, they ain't doing that. They going right to work. They're in a cubicle. They on a computer. They making a separate salary from what they getting playing ball. Yeah,
that's deep.
Like
that's why
Wembanyama, when he was young, he played for Tony Parker's squad that was run by Tony Parker.
Yeah, 13.
You know, deep when he was a kid, right? So he's coming up, and he gets you get to a certain age. Okay, now you're on the big boy squad. You playing against grown men. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Luka was the MVP and the champion of the EuroLeague when he was like 18
years old,
right? And then people, and then when the draft came around, and it was between Trae Young, it was between as far as who's going to be the first pick, Ayton, DeAndre Ayton, and Luka, and they were like, and Phoenix decided, we're going to pick DeAndre Ayton because he played a year in college, he's good. I'm like, man, this man just dominated the EuroLeague at 18 years old.
Right. That's
easy number one pick. Like it's
like a no-brainer.
Yeah. But then
and that's a rough league. That's a rough league, They still play hard defense.
And you guys saying that kind of bring me to a point I want to make, right? Mm-hmm. So my thing is this. I could kind of see why Sean feel the way he feel from a different angle about, them taking the hoop out the hood type of thing, taking away the opportunities for the neighborhood kids of America to have an impact on the NBA, right? Because you're making a room for the European players to make that impact, right? Because for whatever reason, you want to swing that way because there's more money out in the world if you make the world feel like it's more included, right? Mm-hmm. All of that stuff, right? But where they're hurting us here to put us in a position to be not as competitive as we used to be back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, right? Just to narrow it down, is that by allowing kids to jump, allowing kids to only be a mandatory 1 year in college before they get into the pro draft, you're not giving that kid enough experience with certain type of defenses where they can learn more basics to play better in certain type of systems. Because you go to each college and each college has its own culture and its own system, right? Yes, sir. You play for Jerry Tarkanian, you was definitely going to get run and gun. You know what I'm saying? But you go to North Carolina and a guy like Air Jordan is going to average 15 points a game because he's playing his role. You know what I mean? So there's different types of training that prepared these young men for basketball in the big league. You know what I'm saying? But also, too, so it's hurting the ball player coming into the league. They're not as mature-minded as you can see with Ja Morant. Great on the court, totally not great off the court. All right?
No, he's not professional. No.
Yeah, you didn't see Michael Jordan waving guns in 1980, whatever, because his parents had a lock on him. Dean Smith had a lock on him. You didn't see Magic Johnson waving like a gun-toting hooligan neither. All right? He had to put the sign of the cross before he stepped out of the house with his mom. Right? So we have this dynamic. But also, too, it hurts college basketball culture. I don't watch college basketball no more. Why? Because you only have 1 year to understand a team. You can't even make dynasties anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's jumping to the draft the very next year. And I'm not mad at them on a financial side. I'm not mad. But I'm under this idea. Since the 80s, we always said the college basketball player should get some kind of finance for playing ball in college. Not on par with an NBA player. I'm talking at least 30 to 40 grand a year. 30 to 40 grand a year. Considering what college basketball was making off of these 4-year dynasty players. Patrick Ewing. You know how much money Georgetown made with those Nike gray and blue sneakers? Why would anybody want to wear those Nike gray and blue sneakers? Those were ugly colors. All right?
Oh my God.
Of Patrick Ewing. Because of Patrick Ewing.
Yeah.
Colors. Let's be real. Who wants to wear that? Patrick Ewing sold those sneakers, and he never got one red cent for selling them gray and blue Nikes. That was
Yeah, the Terminator.
That was free. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, there used to be a rumor that DC, it was a strong rumor, and they wrote it up one time that they thought DC was getting paid under the table. Like, you driving around Syracuse with a Jeep. And I'm sitting there like, so what? So what? When you look at, man, when we go to the Orangeman game, the stadium was jam-packed because of Sherman and General Douglas and DC, not because of Jim Boeheim, not because it's just Syracuse with these orange shirts. They made the orange shirts cool.
They had a hell of a team.
Ronnie Cycli, Sherman Douglas, Stephen Thompson. I know the names. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're not seeing the bigger picture. We could have kept the American basketball culture strong if you just pay those college players a little bit. You know what I'm saying? 20, 30 grand a year in their pocket. All right. And we would have longer college dynasties. We'd have players that are better prepared for the NBA. The draft would be worth something. It wouldn't be like a guess who you're drafting. But they crippled us so bad over here that now we have to look to the Euro League. That's guaranteed. We know those guys are trained. To you guys' point, we know those guys play pro.
Yeah, that's facts. So you heard it here first, folks. Lux said, "Give them young men their money." NIL ain't enough. They need the big bucks, yo.
And get us back to mandatory. And we'll do mandatory 3 years in college if you pay them. Now we have some dynasties again.
So let me ask y'all a question. Y'all think this segment deserves a part 2?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we got on it too late. Yeah. My boys need at least $5 million a piece for putting them Barclays out there and making the culture of the shorts kulaks, Michigan. I'm talking about the Fab Five.
Yes,
They need
sir.
that money.
They do.
Yeah. Because if it wasn't for them, your boy wouldn't be getting paid off. That coach wouldn't have never got paid all that money for them Nikes, wearing Barclays and all of that. And then they was wearing number 9s. Come on, man. Let's get it out of the way now. Get it in.
Hey,
Get it in. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, take us out. Nah, you good, brother.
No, you good, man. Give Juwan some money so we don't have to watch Jet Howard shoot any more bricks. Yeah, bro. This has been in the bonus. This has been in the bonus. I got my man, ball player Luck. I got Vic, and of course, a legendary Sean with us. I want to thank you for Don for joining us. I want to say thank you to Jazzy for joining us. I got
everybody at home.
Hey, Chevy with her crazy self.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Thank you for joining us. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Leave some comments. Tell us what you think about this whole situation with American hoops.
And teach your kids the fundamentals.
Yeah. Yeah, word. Peace and love, yo. We out.
One love.